easy for somebody else to be benefited. This social consciousness also has to be developed. That's why we are all for democracy. Because in democracy, we don't take any action which hurts somebody. Violent revolutions always hurt somebody else and create a division in society. So this is another dimension of intelligence which you have to learn when you come into the real world. Finally, the fifth one, which our gurus have taught us for centuries, but we have now forgotten, and that is called spiritual intelligence. Now, spiritual intelligence is a very modern concept, that all knowledge is in the cosmos, which in Sanskrit we call as Brahmand. It surrounds the earth, and it is there in forms of in particles. It is in an electronic particle. If your brain is developed to the point that you can connect with those in the Brahman, then you will become a genius. This is what the rishis taught. That's why they used to do tapas. And they said the best time for doing that is 4 a.m. in the morning. Now scientists say 4 a.m. is the time when the cosmos is most active. So you develop this tapas, you develop this meditation, and then your brain connects with it. Today it doesn't look so fantastic. 40, 50 years ago it used to be fantastic when people used to describe this, when the yoga masters went to America and spoke on this issue. But today we know that a cell phone can connect to another place far away with no wire in between, no connection. So we now say, if you develop your neural means brain, neural Wi-Fi and connect to the cosmos, then there is nothing that you will not know. So if you want to do well in the exams, go to sleep at 9:30 in the night, wake up at 4 o'clock, and then do meditation for half an hour. You will be surprised how fast people are beginning to accept our tradition. Go to Google and type St. James University, St. James School. And what will you get? A description, an interview with the principal of St. James School in London, which is an all-white school, elite school, where the principal is asked a question by a newspaper man. We learn that you are forcing your students from the ages of 6 to 11 every morning for half an hour to recite Sanskrit shloka. You are a Britisher, you are a Christian, why are you doing this? So he said, I had done such research on Sanskrit. I am convinced that if children between the ages of 6 to 11, they recite certain shlokas, Sanskrit shlokas, for half an hour in the morning before classes start, from the age of 6, every day, every year, till they are 11, then their brain development is the most superior. And that is why I have done it, and I've got the British Department of Education to approve this, and I think the whole world should do this. Of course, now we may do it in India. Earlier on, if some sannyasi had said, you do this, they say, Pagal, he is an obscurantist, he is out of date, he is living in the medieval ages. But anything done by the West, we suddenly realize. You will be surprised to know so many things of ours today is being decoded. Did you know that if you go again to Google and type NASA, National Aeronautics, not a space agency, NASA, and Sanskrit, what will you get? A reference to a journal of NASA, which states, which is titled Journal of Artificial Intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? storing knowledge in a computer and then making that computer into a robot. It may look with its hands and legs and everything, all wired into the computer, which is the brain. So the question is that how do you store knowledge?